Hey guys, so today I wanted to talk about contemplation and the power of contemplation and how it differs from meditation. So, contemplation for me means having an idea or a thought in my mind and just holding my attention on that and allowing and just seeing what comes up in my intuitions. A favourite of mine is to contemplate the infinite, the idea of infinity, of there being no beginning and no end, and I just like to sit with that either on a long walk or just before I go to sleep. I contemplate things like that, or I'll contemplate the vastness of the universe and how insignificant the earth is in comparison to the size of the whole universe. I was on a walk by the beach and I didn't know what I wanted to contemplate. I didn't know what I wanted to think about, so I asked my higher self, bring to me that which is going to best help me and everybody else. And a while into the walk, I started to contemplate the idea that the very fact that the very idea that I can succeed at something must mean that failure is also a possibility. Now, before I go any further, it's important for me to point out that there are only results. We live a certain way, a certain lifestyle, we make certain decisions and choices which produce results, and then we judge those results to be either successful or unsuccessful. But in reality, there is only experience. When we look back, we're left with an experience, and what I do is I look for the lesson. I look for the teaching in the experience, and I try not to judge it a success or a failure. Now, where does this idea come from that the very fact that I can fail at this makes it a challenge, makes life the adventure that it is, the adventure that it can be if we look at it in this way. Imagine playing chess, for example. What would be the point in playing chess if you knew that you were going to win? 100% of the time, you knew no matter who the opponent, you're going to win. What would be the enjoyment in that? What would be, imagine the arcade games industry. If every game you plugged it in and you knew 100% you're going to win without trying, it was just, you're going to complete the game. And it's the same with life, because we can fail at something means that we have triumph and joy at accomplishing something. We can use and discover determination, will, steadfastness, all these virtues that are there but have yet to be discovered. Every virtue you can possibly imagine, even virtues that we don't know of and we don't have words to describe, is there within you. You have access to it. We just have to clean away the dirt so that the light that is there can shine through. And I contemplate these things when I feel demotivated or I feel that I'm off the path. I look for what I can be grateful for, and I go for walks and I contemplate these things. I may not know what I want to contemplate, and in those situations I ask my higher self, bring to me the answer that's going to help me. Or if I'm just about to fall to sleep, I'll say, when I wake up in the morning, I want to be clearer. on this. And if you try that, I think you'll find that you'll wake up with a clearer idea of what is needed right now. Okay, so I wanted to talk about the contemplation I had itself. So I was walking by the beach and I could look miles into the horizon over to the sea, and I had a great sense of freedom. And I wasn't concerned with society's idea of success. I was contemplating where I was going in my life, and for some reason I looked in that direction and I imagined my future, and in this direction I imagined all the potentials that I have yet to experience, all the interesting, fascinating people I have yet to meet and build relationships with, all the places I have yet to go to and visit and see. And to get to that place, I knew that it would mean applying the best of myself and really being determined and using my will. And in that direction, I imagined to be a different future based on if I'd gone back to my past habits and dwelling on the past and not using my will and determination, I saw to be in that direction. And as I stood there, I felt the freedom that there was no pressure on me to achieve either. We are given, this works for me, we are given the freedom to mess up, and we're not going to be judged. My experience of the Creator is that the Creator gives us the freedom to create whatever we choose we want to create, even our illusions. Some on the planet right now are still wanting to live the illusion of separateness. I don't live the illusion of separateness. I'll never hurt another human being or living thing because I see it as a part of myself. Even when I'm walking, if I see an ant across, I'll divert my foot so I don't step on it. That's just built in me now from that experience of being oneness, everything being one. Okay, I'm going off on a tangent. What I'm saying is it was this sense of freedom to mess up, that the Creator is patient with us. I don't think we can actually contemplate how patient the Source is with us. And it made it into an adventure that I had to use all the faculties that I have and to realize them and to realize my potential to have access to those unlimited possibilities. So it was a beautiful contemplation, and further into the walk I became aware of just how much we take things for granted, and we take people for granted, that they're going to be there forever, ever. And it was quite a humbling experience, and we often forget to be humble and to be grateful for the things that we have. So that was one of the things that came up as well. Anyway, I hope you got some out of that. Catch us later.